Welcome, everybody, to the Midlife Crisis Podcast. I am, as always, of course, your host, Pete. And joining me tonight, you guys know my co-host, Eddie, to the left of me, Habith to the right,
What's up?
the faulty tech. The guys on the couch tonight, Drew and Mr. Anthony, who is exploring some sound effects right now as he's hooked up on the ceiling speakers of Bluetooth. Shout out to Drew.
His timing is impeccable, though.
We'll see what he can do because literally just before hitting record, he's still like fiddling through it.
Let's see how he does.
There was one in the beginning of this, I think.
It was going to be, we're going to be interrupted multiple times tonight, but it's going to be fine. Shout out to Drew with those speakers in the ceiling. He killed it.
Yeah, he got them set up.
Quick install.
For the Super Bowl.
For the Super Bowl, the big game. Yeah, that was crap.
Wow. So let's talk about the game. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. Boo, indeed.
Boo. Well, what are the other options?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm actually glad they won.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like I told you, I kind of wanted to see like the history type of thing.
Beat the shit out of.
Oh yeah, they got spanked.
But did you want KC to have the three-peat? I mean, I like Andy Reid, but. I don't know.
It was just something to see. It just
Philly figured it out, though.
I was alive to see that
because we were rushing the quarterback the whole game.
Only 4 guys. Yeah. It was crazy.
And it's funny that you bring it up because Kansas City's defense had an answer for Saquon Barkley.
That's about it.
But that's all they had the answer.
Like I told you, remember they didn't get a 100-yard rusher the whole year.
And they still didn't.
And they still didn't. They stopped.
Their problem is they didn't. They forgot the game plan for A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Hurts himself, who had more rushing yards than Saquon.
Yeah. That's insane.
Are you happy for Saquon as a previous Giants fan?
He's a good guy.
He seems like a really good guy.
He's a really good guy. So it's like, I'm happy for him. It's all right. Fuck him.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all.
He's a fucking Eagle. Fuck him.
Yeah, but I think we all went into it with like Kansas City, like, nah, I don't want to see the three-peat and then the whole Kelsey Swift thing.
Oh yeah,
it's just a disaster.
You guys see when she got booed the shit out of her?
They panned on her in the beginning. She got booed, but because guys, Kelsey didn't do diddly dick in this game. They couldn't pan to her.
They couldn't do shit.
She wasn't shown. If you took the under on those stupid props that they have. I think it was like 6.5.
No, that's why I love the super props on the Super Bowl, like what color the Gatorade's gonna be.
Yeah, the coin toss and all that nonsense. But she wasn't even. You couldn't show her because I think he had 2 catches
dropped,
and he 2 drops. I'm sorry, but he had 2 catches as well, and he accumulated no more than 20 yards. So he didn't do anything.
But it wasn't even like they had to he was one of the guys they had to shut down. Like nobody was really even covering him.
Yeah,
like he was open all the time.
Xavier Worthy,
Mahomes is just running around the whole.
For his life,
the whole game.
The Eagles' defensive line did their job.
When I saw the first back-to-back sack, I was excited, and then
that was like towards the end of the second quarter, right?
They did it twice.
Yeah.
So there was 4 sacks where they were back-to-back.
Yeah,
that was over for me.
Just when you thought they were going to get momentum again, because you can't count them out, right? And then you were like, all right, going into halftime, if they score here, they get the ball back at halftime, then we got a game.
Yeah, but Mahomes
and then it just didn't work out like that.
Mahomes was never even in the position when he was getting rushed to run forward.
No,
it was always back.
It reminded me how Tampa freaking beat them in the Super Bowl because that's how they had them the whole game. They had them running around the whole game. That's why it didn't.
Their game plan, Philadelphia's game plan was just flawless. They had it. They had an answer for everything.
They rush only 4 guys. So if you have only 4 guys rushing and getting penetration on the line, you know what I'm saying?
That was the game plan.
It's all about the deep
just get to him
in the backfield.
Because get to him. If you get to him, nothing else. They don't. The Chiefs exactly don't have superstar wide receivers or running backs, like to the Eagles, which A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, pretty household names.
Yep.
The Chiefs do have Xavier Worthy. He scored a touchdown. He did have a good game.
He did.
I'll give you that. But that was his only option.
Yeah, that was it.
DeAndre Hopkins, my God.
He dropped that wide open pass, yeah.
The game opened up with a few
penalties.
Controversial penalties.
And we right?
I thought it was going to be a downhill game from there. I thought the Chiefs were going to just score and score because of the refs.
Because that's what happened throughout the whole year. They got carried by the refs and stupid ass calls throughout the whole season.
To call that a offensive pass interference call is crazy.
And the fucking Super Bowl
and
then
the first catch where they definitely boo. Well, they called it pass interference when the ball wasn't even an incomplete catch. Like it bounced off the ground. It wasn't.
That was one of them. But the first one at all was AJ Brown. Offensive pass interference. And it was because it was in the. Yeah. But that's a stiff arm.
But
that's what a stiff arm is.
But at the same time, stiff arms back in the day would happen to players who were going to drive their heads forward into that hand. We're living in an era where the flop.
It's all. Oh my God.
Flop. So like when that guy got like butterfinger to the face, like he just fucking.
But even
but him playing it up caused the foul.
Even Tom Brady for his whatever. He acknowledged it. He's like that's a bad call. I'm sorry. This is Super Bowl. Let them play. So,
but he deep down he didn't want them to win. He didn't want fucking Mahomes to get that.
Yeah, but the point of the people making
I'm still
is
the GOAT.
Even Brady pointed it out, like, yo, this is a big game. Like those type of calls shouldn't be happening.
Let them play.
Let them play.
Let them play. Yeah, but
so it sucks when we are invested. I know you and me are a whole year of football. We start in preseason, not week one. Even, I'm locked in because I love my bullshit team. By the way, Aaron Rodgers no longer a Jet. Unbelievable,
dude. The draft.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's how much into football now. The draft is getting me hyped.
The draft is a thing.
I would say you guys are. It's a whole,
we're locked. We're locked in.
It's not preseason. We're locked. Like you guys are paying attention to the trades all year round. The arguments.
Dude, the draft is in April, so it's like it kind of. All right, I just gotta wait till April.
But for a Super Bowl that sucks when it's like a really non-competitive. Kind of just fucking blowout where it's not even interesting anymore.
They were so close to not letting Kansas City.
Dude, we're more focused on the food and just having a good time because that's
exactly.
And Super
that's
Bowl.
Why
exactly.
Got an ESPN
an update.
That's Stephen A. Smith.
Exactly. That's why you just made the point. It was so good to be with our friends, and Eddie couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he had his own thing going on because. This guy lives an hour away and he has children that are half our age, so he's got to do shit.
Yeah, and it's hard to come up and party the way I want to, and still have to go home. So
the food, I gotta say, my sandwiches killed it. You guys loved it. Your wings were amazing.
Yeah, we have a good time. We go out.
Drew ordered Domino's.
We go all out for Super Bowl. That's like our little fucking thing.
It always has been. Yeah. It's always has been.
It's been a few years now, right?
So even with a boring game, we can have fun out of it.
Yeah.
But that was a boring game because compared to 2 years ago, it was a rematch in a sense from like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
That was a way more compelling game. It was like 35-32.
That was a good game.
I mean, that was back and forth. There was a shootout.
Yeah.
This Philadelphia had them from the get-go.
Dude, the pick six, I was like, God, they're done. God. And then he threw another one right after. I was like, oh, dude, they're done.
And nobody's around. It's like, where was that going in the first place?
It's crazy.
So the Eagles, congratulations. And now we and myself and you are going to have NFL withdrawal for the next 6-7 months.
But there's some other leagues starting up. Like
we'll have some bullshit football.
USFL, whatever.
Before we move on from football, halftime show.
The halftime show is definitely our second segment here. So we can't wait to get back into NFL back in August. And we'll cover the draft. I love the draft. And the Jets and both the Giants have some serious business to do. But we'll leave that until then.
Yeah, but the
halftime show, Super Bowl Sunday.
Mr. Kendrick Lamar.
I thought personally it was okay.
I
didn't blow my mind, and it didn't suck, but it wasn't this majestic.
Wow.
I didn't get all the messages in the beginning, but I was looking to the how it was set up. I enjoyed the car and I'm on the stage.
As soon as I saw Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam, I was like, all right, this motherfucker's gonna try. And all the little messages he was saying, like, yo, this is not what they want. You got to keep it normal. They don't want it to be ghetto. I was like, oh man, this guy's trying to send a message.
Unfortunately, when on the internet, which is a cesspool of garbage, when somebody says, "Well, I didn't really get it," and then someone will, "Well, it wasn't for you." Okay, that's great and all, but this is a Super Bowl halftime show, and I know it's not for everybody.
Well, like I told you,
but don't act like
It took me 3
we're not
days
watching either
to understand all.
It took
that.
you 3 days, you said,
to understand. Like I enjoyed it at the time. I didn't get it
because of the music. I enjoyed it because of the music. I was here. We were bobbing. I was because of the music.
We were. Right, and when I just mentioned before, Drew
and SZA came out. It was nice.
Hooked up these speakers in the ceiling. It was amazing.
It felt like we were there.
And apparently they had audio problems. I don't know if you heard about Fox or something with Kendrick. They had some sort.
But yeah, like I said, we didn't get the messages because it's the music. He doesn't have a lot of.
Nobody had a magnifying glass looking at the TV.
I never watched a Super Bowl performance where there were messages in it. So I didn't know.
There shouldn't be. It's not the show for it.
I didn't know I had to pay attention and follow the story.
But, everybody was expecting him, because of the song, what I'm saying?
But,
the song,
to have the dancers in the red, white, and blue, I thought were nice, and it was about America.
It was choreographed
really But then at the same time, they split the flag.
They split the flag. I was like, I called out why.
And it's just a little
It was dark.
A little disrespectful to me.
Yes.
So, but listen, I'm not going to, it certainly isn't the worst performance of all time. And then we can also, I'm going to get into that in a minute. What do you guys think the messages were? Was it just Drake and in America, or was it
had the
a little bit of everything?
Yeah, it was about the government and then about Drake.
It was mostly about Drake. It was mostly about Drake.
I don't think that's for a Super Bowl. Maybe on your own.
Yeah, but it was expected for him to do that because the week that he had, it was
So we were Grammys, which we're going to get into.
Yeah,
later.
exactly. He had a great week.
But we were also going into it right, where he cannot play "Not Like Us." Drake's suing them. The NFL knows better. He can't play that song. This and that. And it was rumored that he wasn't playing it.
Yeah.
Right. But then through the performance, he's dropping little tidbits here and there. And the
that kind of shit bothered me too. Him, really, did you really not expect him to play
with the A minor chain on, and then they say they spelt out pedo with dancers and
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, it's just
well, he couldn't even say pedo, right? They blocked that out.
Yeah.
No, I mean I don't think pedo's in the song.
Well, he didn't.
But
certified lover boy, certified, but he couldn't say it. But he didn't say it. He wasn't blocked out. He just didn't say it.
No, he let the audience say it.
Yeah. And then the A minor.
Mine also the stage resemblance, the PlayStation controller.
Yeah. And
it had an X.
Oh, that's right.
Do you know why?
Triangle.
No.
Because it's Sony, and that's the company that Drake. That's his music company. Sony.
Oh, so wow, it goes deeper than that.
Yeah.
And then
I didn't even heard that
then
one.
He had in the stands and
Game
everybody
over.
with the
Game
lights
over.
Game
That I saw.
And because
I didn't notice it simultaneously with the X. I thought it was tic-tac-toe or something.
No, it was a PlayStation controller because it's Sony. Sony, right? That's the little fucking thing.
The little things that I should have paid attention to, but instead of having fun with my friends and trying to listen to good music and eating.
Yeah, but basically, how when how their diss songs are about each other and stuff like that. There's so many hidden lines, and then when they're rapping and dissing each other, right? This performance was the same thing, but in a theater way though, in a very artistic way, like whoever literally could take a diss song and put it in a visual with dancers and stuff. I mean that's some fucking pretty
trolling.
No.
Trolling.
It's on another level of genius though, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't know if I can agree with that.
It was basically a diss song in a performance, and if you look at all the symbolic little things, yo, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
If it was a diss song, you would have been yo, he just killed him.
What'd you guys think of Serena?
I think, I was telling my kids, I actually don't want to repeat it on here. Never mind.
Before we mention it,
you've asked me to stop talking about those things, so I don't.
Yeah, no, don't be hateful now, sir. Stephen A. Smith's mentioned something that you kind of agreed with. He said, "Man, well, imagine her husband, going back to flex on this." Yeah. Do you think he cares though? I mean, he
Have
probably.
You seen the guy though?
White as a fucking ghost.
What is he? Does he have money or something? How did he back that? How do
he owns something?
Oh, he owns.
Yeah.
All right,
he's
cool.
He's not a fucking nobody.
Dude, that's a big. That's a lot of to handle. You know, what I'm saying? You've seen her thighs. You've seen her outfits.
So the topic is
she got locked to handle.
Would you let your girl go diss her ex at the Super Bowl crib walk. And it's basically like if you were dating a girl for like 6 months to a year, and she comes home like, hey, I got to go to this wedding that my I already had
previous engagements
with my ex, and I told him I would go with him, and now's the wedding. I'm sorry, I'll be back on Monday. And it's like,
nah,
what the fuck are you talking about?
What I think
you're not going anywhere. If you go, then go stay there.
She didn't really have to do that. She's famous enough. She's worldwide known. She doesn't think she says like, oh, it's a Super Bowl. What chances? What's the chance that you're ever gonna get?
So my point, the point is though, is like
how brand, I guess.
But if you look into how it took place, it's like, hey, Kendrick's calling her. Hey, what's her name? Hey, Serena. It's Kendrick. You know how I'm dissing your ex? Would you mind coming to the Super Bowl so I could use you as a prop to get back at him? Mm-hmm. And she's like, yeah, sure. I know how to sea walk. I could do that. And then he's like, sure. It's like it's just very strange and weird.
Yeah, that's why like the whole time watching, I'm like, there's a lot of people out there that are not gonna get this, and they're not gonna like this. Yeah, I'm like, but this is not what Super Bowl's about. What I believe Super Bowl should be like the Super Bowl. It should be good music. People from the past.
He didn't play his hits.
People from
he played his album. He played his songs from his.
It doesn't have to be so current.
Why didn't he play Swimming Pools?
Did any of you?
Why didn't he put Lil Wayne?
Did any of you see Serena Williams and go, "Oh shit, that's Drake's ex"? At the time you saw her.
No, that wasn't my first instinct.
My first instinct was like,
Serena Williams.
Yeah, oh shit, Serena Williams.
And then you thought about it for a second.
Like the next day when social media told you.
No, I knew it from I knew it from the beginning. I knew it when I saw her dancing. I'm like, oh, this guy had this ex-girlfriend dancing.
Yeah, it's crazy. These guys are.
That's why I think the Super Bowl should be. It should be like those past artists. You know what I'm saying? People that I don't. It shouldn't be so current.
No, I'm glad you. I'm glad you brought this up.
Like Lil Wayne. I think people would rather have like Lil Wayne up there.
Remember when Creed was on there? Was Creed on all
the people,
Coldplay was on there.
He was like fucking going in on the.
Yeah, they were probably because
Coldplay was a good performance. I like
here's what happened, guys. Rock Nation took over. Jay-Z's company took over the NFL entertainment aspects of the NFL.
More pedophiles.
So when music or live concerts are played during the NFL, Jay-Z and Rock Nation have taken over that aspect as of 5 years ago. So in that time period, I believe we had Dr. Dre, right? Eminem, Rihanna,
yes,
Weeknd,
Kelly Clarkson,
Usher,
Kathy Perry,
and then this year's Kendrick, right? So everyone's complaining now, or some people are, not everybody. Well, it's it's all hip hop and this and this. Mind you, now the music that I love, they tried this back in 2000. So 2003, Janet Jackson showed her nipple with Justin Timberlake.
Yes.
The next year, for the 5 years run, this is what their lineup was. Paul McCartney. Okay. Then it was, I believe, Bruce Springsteen. Okay. And then after that, it was Prince.
Which is the greatest.
Still the greatest performance.
Next to Michael's.
And you can't even fucking.
Michael's was good.
You can't even compare.
Prince
then
is
dope. Tom Petty, and then the Who. So
those
the NFL they tried it before, and they still got criticized.
Wait, what year was Shakira and J-Lo?
That was after that. So that was so they did that period of classic rock,
and then
they did Now the next year they had Black Eyed Peas, they had
Coldplay,
Kathy Perry,
Katy Perry. You keep calling her Kathy. This is not going to end.
That's her name now,
Kathy Perry.
And then they had those artists had a lot of features. A lot of other artists came on stage and whatnot. So it was all kind of a bland little thing.
I don't think anybody's going to be happy with whoever.
That's the moral of the whole thing. Nobody's going to be ever completely happy about it. So even talking about this is a waste of breath, but it is current. No one's going to be fully satisfied. The Beatles could be reincarnated tomorrow.
Did they ever do country at all?
No. And I keep asking, I'm sorry, cool. Metallica or AC/DC. I'm sorry.
This year,
that is just football music.
I'm just thinking about it now. This year should have been like Jelly Roll, and he brings like all like the country stars up,
because that's what was popping this year. But that's what the problem is.
That's my point.
Yeah,
but it's too current.
Popping this year.
So next year, you're going to have Sabrina Carpenter.
But hold on a second.
That's what you're asking for then.
The only reason why Kendrick was popping this year Because of
the Drake beef.
Because of his Drake beef.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
he's been around a long time. I don't listen to any of his albums.
You seen what he did at the Grammys? He fucking swept the Grammys, bro.
Kendrick Lamar
over a freaking diss song.
Yeah, but the Kendrick Lamar, we only listen to I don't know what the songs are called that they put in the radio play ones. We only listen to that. Nobody's going deeper into their albums and listening.
No, I'm not. Like I can't say that I have. No.
You know,
I did like his old. I loved Mad City. I loved Swimming Pools. I wish he did those songs. That's what artists do when they play even hits from 20, 30 years ago. Yeah. Whatever. So that was it. I mean, we had a shitty game, but there was a lot of controversy with the halftime show. Yeah. So it balances each other out.
Like I told you, he had now we can talk about how he freaking he killed it at the Grammys. Another thing that happened 2 weeks ago that we fucking watched and we were just like, what the hell? The music world it's on now. We talked. Is that the state of the music?
But we talked about this with the MTV Music Awards a few months ago.
Yeah, no,
we're just so out of touch.
Yeah, but dude, this is the Grammys. It's watched all over the world. You know what I'm saying?
I don't watch them. I've never watched them.
Yeah, but the Grammys, respectfully, like Eddie said, they lost their luster after a while because some of these artists they think I don't know who. Bro, you're not. Dude, listen, you sing and dance for a living. And what you're advocating for is like people going through real things, and you're not going. Maybe you've been through them, but now you have glitter on your dress, and you're accepting this award, and this and that.
We were chilling here,
and
I was like, "Oh shit, the Grammys on," and we put it
and I
on,
said,
and we were like, and as from the very beginning, we're like,
here comes the wokeness. Now listen.
Hey, careful.
You guys know, careful. Like I don't. You guys know, I don't like to. You guys know. I don't show my political affiliation whatsoever. I try not to talk about it. That's your guys' deal.
Okay.
But this shit was
I know.
It was a shit show.
Don't fucking low blow up.
And and some of these artists who really think like this is like a message that'll change the way.
Yeah, but you see
me and you looked at each other and we were just like,
But you see these celebrities going on and crying and shit like that on Instagram about a topic, it's just all bullshit, dude. Like
that's why I still listen to like music from 20 years ago, bro.
We were just playing Hall & Oates when we got here tonight.
You got these people going up and winning awards. I didn't watch it. I don't know what they're fucking complaining about. But when you're talking about wokeness and like how they give their little speeches, thank the fucking people that helped you and move the fuck on.
Right.
I don't need to hear you tell me about the fucking.
How about the writers who wrote
I don't need
to
hear you tell me about the fucking climate and how you feel about whatever political thing.
They mad that 47 is taking charge and clearing shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Cars and jets everywhere. Like it just get
even the Grammys 2 years ago when Biden was they all have something to complain about. And listen, I'm not listen.
They're just mad that that 47's up there and just doing his shit.
These are talented people, of course.
They can't handle it.
We can't touch a candle to them, but
they're losing their minds. They're going bananas. They're talking about concentration camps. Like he's had enough concentration camps to put them all there. Like,
sticking with the Grammys, for Christ's sake, he's going off the rails here.
I heard some.
No, man, these people.
But it was a little.
The people that they speak to, bro. Come on, like
it was a little ridiculous.
They're losing their fucking.
But they comparing like actual stuff to like everyday things that are going on in their life, and it's crazy. Like you're like, oh, like like they're complaining like we're in a concentration camp now because of who's in office and this and that. Like you're out of your mind. Nothing changed.
Once I saw that Beyonce won Best Country freaking album, I was like, is it really what the hell is going on?
It's all paid. It's all paid.
Thank you. Was it like? Did you see her fake reaction? Her shocked fake reaction, like, oh my god!
But hold on a second, like you remember, like when we grew up, like like the only way these fucking rappers and like music artists got their stuff on the radio was to like pay the radio station.
That's exactly what.
So you're paying them $25,000 to play your song 5 times a week stations, and this and that.
Deep in Tennessee and fucking and all.
These people have
unlimited
money.
They said no.
Nothing's real anymore. Yeah. Nothing's real.
And she still won.
I think I can't be quoted on it. I know a couple of tracks from that album which I haven't listened to.
Do they have award shows for like covers? Up and coming artists?
Jolene and all this. Like there were covers of country songs.
Well, her album, yeah.
Yeah. Well, some of them were.
Well, they're all stolen and fucking repeated.
So
she doesn't have any good music anyways. Like what are her what's her top songs?
Oh boy, the Beehive's gonna come get you.
They
might be worse than the Swifties.
Nothing will ever.
What's her top song? To the left.
She can't compete.
Grab
with
your
Destiny,
shit and move to the left. That's the only fucking song I know.
She was better in the group.
Destiny's Child. Yeah, I agree. And then she dated
solo,
Jay-Z.
but tell me, what's a good Beyonce
Jay-Z,
song?
I can't tell you. I can't stand
besides the one that I just fucking
but
said.
Her whole career is most likely with riding on Jay-Z's coattail and his connection.
It's crazy.
Me and my
but to win country fucking album, that's not
country
cool.
Album,
come on. Like there's Jelly Roll. Who else was up for the freaking?
There was a guy that you liked. You said.
I don't know. Post Malone's doing country. I don't know.
There was another dude that I forgot. It was like a. They're all the same too. The country shit. That shit's been exploded for the last 5 years.
Yeah, but like
I can't get into that either, guys. I'm sorry.
It's like pop. It's not really real country anymore. It's like pop country like. But it's
rap too. It's like the same time. It's like weird.
At the same time, like as a person and as an artist, like they're more real to us than these fucking.
I do like Jelly Roll as a human being.
Oh, yeah,
I can't. I don't really particularly like his music, but every time I see him, he's just full of like. I like the guy. He's full of energy. He goes to WWE.
Yeah, he's gonna die soon.
Positive, like I think he's been losing weight. I think. Ozempic.
No, he's running the 5K this year in Tampa with the boys.
So
Tom
there you
Segura and Brett
but I can't really get in. I do like some country songs, but like I'm not really.
Jelly Roll's a down to earth guy, man. He really like cares about community,
and they're hell of a donut.
Does
too.
like a lot of the
good damn donuts.
I wouldn't eat that, but
but yeah, I mean, it's just we might be sounding like the old man at the clouds, but we are 40 years old. The Grammys today do not speak to us, and that's all we're trying to tell you. It's just like it wasn't that good to me.
And then it's whitewashed with the fucking bullshit speeches and shit like that.
Yeah, and it's just like everybody's a victim and this and that. Like, dude, you guys are. Oh, this is what this is.
Who was the host?
Trevor Noah from the Daily Show. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because. I don't dislike him as a person. I thought when he took over the Daily Show, I didn't particularly like it.
I think he's bought and paid for.
But it seemed like every 5 minutes during that show, they kept pleading with the audience, the viewing audience, to donate to the California wildfires. I'm like, dude, this whole room alone
could rebuild.
If they just cut the fucking $100,000 check and probably take care of that right about now.
Yeah, more than that.
But Eddie once in a while was like, okay. Hab, I feel like it was every other segment.
Every other segment, yeah.
Every other segment, please donate to the Red. It's like,
did they have commercials too about it?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, dude,
they had like little montages and little segues.
Hey, celebrities. Stop sending out money fucking to bullshit condoms in Gaza and this and that. And we'll take care of the fires. We'll take care of the flooding. We'll take care of everything.
Stop making us feel bad. Look at us, for Christ's sakes. Look at what we're recording.
Look at us.
You're talking to the general public to fucking donate money. It was like the same thing when Maui burnt down. You had fucking Oprah and The Rock telling you to donate.
I'm paying $10 for a freaking dozen of eggs.
You got
donate?
Yeah,
fuck out of here.
I give a fuck about like the me and yous of fucking the fires and the Palisades and this and that, like those communities, like in the schools that got wiped away. But the celebrities got 3 or 4 fucking homes and then they weren't even there. Like, yo, kick rocks, my guy.
Dude, it sucks to lose your. I don't care. It sucks to lose your house.
But you're talking about they lost whole fucking neighborhoods. Man.
Yeah,
like that was
nuts.
More than we could handle. That's like war zone type shit. Like we got bombed.
No,
out.
it's brutal.
Like,
it's brutal.
It's brutal. Like it's terrible.
But like the sad violin story where they kept reminding us right during the Grammys, it was like it was a little
like stick to music. Come on.
And then not even they could have done it maybe 3 times throughout the whole show. Exactly. It was every segment.
At the same time, though, you got old people with money and like they do feel bad and they're not
I get it's for a good cause, but it's just kind of ironic. Yeah. The richest people of the like the 1% of the world are sitting there telling you.
Yeah, why don't you have like a regular day person like asking us? Exactly. Like that would get us off our ass. So you're talking about like someone more we could relate to. Like we can't relate to you people, and you're asking us for money that you guys get checks.
I did read that they had some sort of thing there where they did donate somehow. But I mean, let's look at the numbers. Those haven't been posted yet,
bro. But like when you put a price point on like what got lost, like. You're talking astronomical numbers, man.
You can't. It's just
and then like all the health issues that come with that shit, people digging through the rubble and stuff trying to go find their belongings. Like it's not good, man. And like all that stuff's airborne. And it's weird that like, you know, a state, a county, whatever you want to go to is like, you know, so worried about climate control and like polluting this shit. But like that right there, like puts so much stuff back into the atmosphere that we got to breathe in. Like it's insane. It really is to me. Like no, everybody thinks like our air is clearing here, like because we don't see the fucking debris and stuff like that. But we have so many cars on the road. What do you think like that brake dust goes?
Too many.
Like we're sucking in brake dust like more than
Sniffing
anything.
that shit in.
It's crazy. But I feel bad for them, man.
No, absolutely. I just find the irony with the
Grammys
whole
is not the time. That, you know.
The Grammys is
music
just,
sucks
it's
now.
A glorified shit show now.
Yeah,
it really is. It's
clown
just
show.
It's clown. Thank you.
Clown show, Pete.
You know, first of all, the music today isn't that good for you guys.
I don't subscribe to many
like
celebrities.
Who performed like Billie Eilish,
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
Now these resonate to girls very younger than us.
Yeah.
And I understand that, and I get it.
That's
but I don't.
like,
were they even watching? I don't know. Like I don't know. Like
yeah, but you're talking about the 21 to 35-year-old.
Right.
Like that hits the spot. Like even like to us, Billie
Oh,
Eilish
by the
is still
way.
cool. Like she does a few things that you know we'll pay attention.
Before I fucking forget, right? Because like this is the to me, sorry, and us, I think this is the quote unquote shitty music that we deal with today. We don't like it. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that.
Speak for yourself.
The lack of talent that is the Beatles have my favorite band of all time. Okay, not even close.
Nobody has Everybody has writers now. Like everybody.
They won the best rock single for their AI kind of generated because John.
I still haven't heard the song.
I didn't like it.
So it's a remastered.
John Lennon's
with
vocals
AI.
were distorted.
But you were telling me, so like nothing's changed of lyrics and beat, like but like
They
fixed
just
it, so it's
remastered the audio.
Remastered the audio using an AI program.
But what does it tell you when even my favorite band? I laughed at it when I first heard it. I'm like, these guys broke up first of all 60 years ago. Two of them are dead, and Paul McCartney's 80 years old.
And they still winning Grammys.
And they're winning Grammys. God bless them, by the way. I'm glad it's for their brand.
Yeah.
But this is who were they against? We never even looked that up.
Yeah, I don't know.
What were the other fucking things? What were the Rolling Stones won Rock Album of the Year because they released an album this time last year.
The closest thing we've had to
Who the
rock.
fuck else was in that category?
The closest
Who
thing
is
we
rock
have to
anymore?
rock was Machine Gun Kelly when he did that rock.
Get
album.
the fuck out of here!
This is
Stop.
this is the closest thing we have.
Wow.
Because
No, not to me.
Wow.
Hold on a second.
Come on.
He still is touring with a fucking band with guitarist, bass, and the whole nine, drummer and everything like that. All his shows are like that. He has to be the only one.
No, the rock today is like
no. But tell me someone else that's doing that. Like today, there isn't.
there's probably bands that we don't know about.
No,
Taurus. What's that band you like? That's like Led Zeppelin. What's the name of them?
It's not a fucking on the radio band.
No, he doesn't know.
Yeah, nobody listens to rock. I don't know.
Because they're not even played. That's the problem.
It's not that they're not played. I don't think there is any.
Yeah, like there's no Linkin
Like
Park.
back in the day, we had Linkin in the Park, Green Day, Linkin in the
Linkin in the Park. Yeah, we Linkin in the Park.
Linkin in the Park.
Yeah, we Linkin in
I
the
think
Park.
Green Day, Limp Bizkit, I think a few years ago it was
Slipknot.
Yeah.
Like, there's none of
Coldplay and
that.
Imagine Dragons were considered that rock aspect, which
Coldplay,
is not
yeah.
rock.
Okay, bud. Listen to this. If we had a Woodstock today, who the fuck would be there?
Nobody.
There you go.
It'd be all these fucking
There you go.
clown shows.
There you go.
On the clowns.
The closest thing we'd have would probably be Machine Gun
And
Kelly.
Imagine Dragons.
It's insane. And they're
Never
not
heard of them.
relevant.
Never.
You've heard songs.
You looking at me like I'm supposed?
But he's talking about 10 years ago.
I don't remember.
Imagine
I
Dragons.
don't know who they are.
He
Find some Taurus guy on the couch. Imagine Dragons. Who the fuck? Top fucking song.
He's completely disengaged.
I know.
I was waiting for the sound
You should
effects
have
all
You
night.
should have hooked up to your phones. You don't have.
Yeah,
went
thanks
into-
for reminding me, asshole.
Went into God of War realm.
Having a midlife crisis, my damn self. My damn phone broke this morning. Don't want to talk about it, guys. Leave me alone.
We won't.
Hey, let's talk about this because we were off all that woke bullshit. Fuck all that shit, right? We haven't had a good time. Drew, we had a nice response a couple weeks ago for our good friend Hootie over there showing his fucking twinkle toes like a disgusting animal. What happened with you and him last night?
We had a little, what's it called? We had a little
We'll call it a little disagreement about showing respect in another man's household.
Yeah, Mateo.
What do you guys think? If someone comes in, they yell at your dog, right? Is that? I think it's completely valid to get the fuck out of here.
Let's
can't talk to my dog.
Let's just take
like
a step
that.
further when his first few actions last week before the toes. Like the beer bottle opening on the table.
Oh yeah, it's like
you did not like that.
No,
Eddie did not like that whatsoever.
I don't like to put labels on people, but I did exactly what I don't like to do. As soon as that happened, I'm like, oh, he can never come over. Right? That was the first instinct, right? And then we're enjoying ourselves having a pod talking, and I just like caught some fucking potato toe at the corner of my eye, and I glance over.
If you look at the episode, if you look at the episode, you see his little toe.
There's
a little.
I don't want to watch. I don't want to relive
stretching
that.
him out. He was trying to put him at the table, put him on mic.
He was. Now that I went back on it, he was intentionally trying to annoy us.
But with the barefoot in another person's house, I already looked at it like that, like, oh, this guy doesn't respect this man's kingdom.
I know.
Like that. And then, Drew was telling us early about an incident that happened yesterday, and Drew wants, anybody
would have liked to have been a fly on the wall.
Listen, Drew doesn't have any kids, and he really loves his dog, and you have to understand, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that feel that way about their animals. He's still a puppy, too. No, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that feel that way about their animals.
Absolutely. Yes.
I wouldn't want anybody talking down to my kid while they're at my house, and Drew feels the same way about his dog. And Hank's a little crazy man, but you show him
puppy.
You show him, he's a little clumsy. He's a cute dog. But give him a little bit of respect. It is his house. You give him a little love, and he calms down and he ignores you. But to tell him what to do in his own house and this and that, I guess
unacceptable.
Drew wasn't having it.
He was screaming at him.
Yeah, Mateo, you fucked up, bro.
He ain't listening either. We'll see him in another 3 weeks.
Drew's trying to talk and tell a little bit of the story. We can't hear him.
He started yelling at Hank yesterday, so I was like, the problem's not him, it's you. I was like, you come here all the time. He's so happy to see you, and you just, you literally just scream at him.
What a dick.
He's a dick.
Yeah.
Look, I don't care.
He's a dick and an asshole.
I don't care if you don't want to give
He's
Hank
dick and an asshole.
That's not what it's about, but don't disrespect my dog in his house.
And cheers to that. We will never do that. And that'll save us a couple of weeks from looking at his nasty ass feed.
Yeah, I guess so. At the
it might work out for the
long story short.
I
guess Drew had a little bit of an outcome. A little bit of a screaming match on whose dog's better and more trained and this and that, and who's smarter.
He has a dog that looks like a horse, bro. Come on.
Drew told me
he has fucking some fucking. Blacks.
Just like Drew doesn't want
black
you talking
skin.
about.
Hey, hold on. Now you're making the same mistake.
You're making the same mistake.
It's not the dog's fault.
Shoot. I'm sorry.
Not an animal.
I'm
guy.
not. Yeah.
But now that you
person.
mentioned it, that sounds disgusting. Okay?
some
I don't want to see
callus hanging.
Don't bring your dog over with fucking lumps hanging off, and then you're gonna be barefoot. What is wrong with you?
Oh, it was terrible.
Wow.
Yeah, so we won't be seeing him for a little bit. He got a little time out.
Like we got cats, freaking. Yeah, dude.
This guy.
Fuck these animals, man.
Yeah, he is not. And
I'm an animal lover, but
so am I.
I can only take so much, to be honest.
I have 2 cats myself. I cherish them. They're my babies. So
I saved one of them from fucking death.
I'd kick them out too.
I saved one of them.
You did. You saved my Rosalie.
I saved
you and
her.
Anthony.
Yep. We're the original fathers.
Oh my God! Stop with that. You didn't pay the vet bills or do a damn thing about it.
Dude, you're the first one. Fucking, we thought of as soon as we.
Of course, I was a block away. I would hope to be. But that was that's a story for another time. We'll get into that. That's a cool story.
That was a cool story.
My little Rosalie.
I think we have to share that story in the older episodes.
We might have.
The shit that never got released.
No, I think there's a lot of shit out there that we don't remember. We've been doing this now. It's been 14 months.
Yeah. I gotta get into Soundtrap and get those recordings.
I know. And you drop the ball on Spotify. You keep dropping the ball.
Spotify's not getting us numbers.
Oh my God, we had numbers on Spotify.
YouTube isn't either, but
TikTok.
Yeah, no, all right.
We gotta go live. Let's go live right now.
We're not getting numbers anywhere.
Let's go live right now.
What is the point of this? I was kidding.
The point is that I love doing this. I love talking shit with my friends.
That's the only reason why I do it. I don't even give a...
There he is. We've been waiting for this all night now. As we're about to end the episode.
I know, right? We're good, bro.
Torres finally woke
like
the
I
fuck up.
Like I mentioned earlier, his timing is impeccable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the worst too.
No, but we need TikTok, bro. TikTok, we need to go live, man.
Oh my god,
we need to go live on TikTok.
I wish they shut that shit down for good.
It's the only thing we have going.
Is this elevator music?
Is that when they do at the Grammys or the Oscars when you're taking too long? Like wrap it up.
Let's take that cue and wrap this up.
Hey, it was great, man. Another episode in the books. Episode what? 42.
Yeah, 42. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify.
No, we're not on Spotify anymore. I mean, our past episodes are.
Well, yeah, but we'll be back. I'll get on it this time.
You said that like 4 or 5 times. Right?
I'll get on it this time.
YouTube, TikTok, link is in the bio. Thanks for
watching. Please, I know it's only fucking 7 minutes that you people tune in, but still.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Midlife Crisis.
We got to make it the 7 best minutes in your life.
Wow.
Enjoy, guys.
All right, we're out.
Instagram.
All that.
And...
We out.
No. It's been real.
And he just fucking walked away.
I know, he always does. When he's done, he's done. I've noticed that... Hold on, we're not even done yet. Hold on. I've noticed this in the past 3 episodes.
Yeah.
When he wants to be done, he tries to cue the outro, and I'm like, wait a minute, sir. I am the fucking host. And he'll do the most nonchalant way, like, all right, boys, we're out. And then it just like walks away. It's like without any fucking, and he's like, Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah. All right, let's be out, man. Just end it, Pete. Let's go.
It has been real. It has been nice.
But it hasn't been
real nice. Thank you, everybody.
Peace.